going back to almost 18 months ago, when Sean at their awards night for GR Awards at Bathurst, he mentioned that how great it'd be to have one of those great young drivers in their 86 program race a Toyota and win a Supercars Championship. And he said that was a dream for him. So that kind of started around that time.
As it is with Toyota, everything gets studied slowly, carefully, professionally. And I was on the other side of the equation, fielding the questions and the answers where I could. And we slowly built it, onion layers at a time. And today's a very proud day where it's all come together finally.
It's massive for Toyota, it's massive for GR. I'll tell you what it really stands for. GR has now arrived in Australia and we'll show it in a practical way.
It's probably the biggest news in our race team's history since becoming the Holden racing team back in 1990. So I think I think that probably goes back to the sport as well. There's not many announcements that are more significant than bringing in the leading manufacturer in Australia into your category to come and race alongside Ford and Camaro. So enormous news for our race team, enormous news for our sport. It's a massive moment for the Australian motorsport community in general.
This is right up there with the most important things that have happened in the last couple of decades. So it triangulates the battle now between three great brands. It gives Walkinshaw Andretti United homologation team status once again.
Next year is going to be very, very busy because we've got ambitions to win the championship this year and also the championship next year, whilst we're still racing Mustangs. But behind the scenes, we're also going to be developing a race car for Toyota for 2026. So enormous amount of work, enormous amount of resource and investment is going to have to go into it. But and a really, really exciting challenge and one that we embrace and can't wait to get stuck into.
Very excited. I mean, it's been a long time in the making. We're finally here. Our reality will become real in January of 2026 onwards, and I can't wait.
I've been with the company over 20 years and this is at the top level. There's been numerous efforts over 20 years to really bring Toyota in, but to finally get it done, this is a massive milestone for the sport and we couldn't be more excited. I mean, it is an incredible moment, and to have Toyota, GM and Ford on the grid in 2026 will be absolutely unbelievable.